Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from 21C Museum Hotel in downtown Oklahoma City.
You'll notice we said Museum Hotel. And that's because not only can you rest your head at this spot, you'll also find a contemporary art museum. Exhibits are all open to the public at no charge 365 days a year. We'll show you around throughout the show.
But first, the talk of Tulsa. There's a massive outdoor park called the Gathering Place.
It's right along Tulsa's riverfront, and get this, entry is free all the time. Jason Grubbs shows us around.
It's 66.5 acres of activities, surrounded by landscaped nature.
It took an army to make this place happen, and now the finished product is just amazing.
After 4 years of construction and $465 million, Gathering Place is open.
Gathering Place represents the largest private gift to a public park in U.S. history.
Tulsa's latest crown jewel took $200 million from the George Kaiser Family Foundation, $200 million from other private donations, and $65 million from the city to complete.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That seems to be the response from most visitors. This is Emily Hamilton's first time out here with her 2 kiddos.
This has turned me back into a child. I feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland and I'm just having the time of my life.
There's truly something for somebody of every single age, regardless of your age, your race, your socioeconomic status, wherever you are in life, that this is a place for you.
This is also a place that you'll want to keep coming back to because there's so much to discover, from tunnels and towers to slides, sandy beaches, and suspended bridges.
It's really fun. It's really big too.
The diversity of content is quite compelling, from skate parks, to bike parks, sport courts. You could go kayaking, you could go canoeing, you could go paddle boating. There's really over 100 different experiences that one can have in one day.
They did a great job. The atmosphere is wonderful. You get the feel right off the bat. So it's all about the nature. You can hear the birds and the tree frogs, and everyone's just happy.
Enjoy a quiet walk around the park. Hang out inside the lodge filled with handcrafted wood furniture, or grab a bite to eat at one of the 3 restaurants. You can spend all day here. Oh, the park and programs are free.
We have festivals, concerts. There are so many things that people can do, and it's year-round.
I'm standing in the Williford Family Four Seasons Garden. It is one of many entrances to the park. This one here has thousands of tons of stone, and it is scattered throughout the Gathering Place.
There's 20,000 tons of Oklahoma sandstone. And so most all of that stone came from Curtin County, Oklahoma. And it gives, I think, Gathering Place a really unique feel.
World-renowned landscape architect Michael Van Valkenburg worked to make sure Gathering Place felt like a natural prairie, including ponds, grasses, and wildflowers. There's a full-time landscape team that keeps everything up to par, so every visitor has an amazing experience.
I grew up in Tulsa and this makes Tulsa even better. It's so awesome. I love it so much.
I hope that everyone, no matter where you are in Oklahoma, takes a road trip to Gathering Place.
In Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
There is so much to explore at the Gathering Place. You'll want to check out their website, thegatheringplace.org, to plan your trip. And head to travelok.com to get a copy of the Tulsa Guide for your trip too. Just click where it says request free brochures and we'll send you one.
Now, if you want the latest in outdoor gear for your trip to the Gathering Place, then perhaps a shopping trip is in order.
And we've got the perfect spot for you. Let's head now to Sulphur to Bromide Mountain Company. The town of Sulphur is located near some of our state's best-loved outdoor adventures, and Bromide Mountain Company can help you get ready for any outdoor adventure you're going on.
Bromide Mountain Company is an outdoor mountain shop nestled here in the foothills of the Arbuckle Mountains.
When you walk into Bromide, you'll feel like you've walked into a quaint mountain town shop.
In our store, you will see a built-in facade that reminds you of a little mountain town. To us, it reminds us of Crested Butte. It has a little saloon, it has a little dry goods shop, it has a pharmacy, has a little jailhouse. It's all pieces to the puzzle of how we create the atmosphere of Bromide Mountain Company.
From backpacks to shoes, you can find just about anything you might need for an adventure.
You're gonna find journals, You're gonna find great hats, maybe some backpacks. You could pick out a backpack to take out and get on the trail with. You're gonna find Patagonia clothing is our anchor line. We wanted to bring a quality outdoor product, and Patagonia was one of the first things that came to mind.
While you're here, pick up a one-of-a-kind flannel.
We also carry really cool upcycled vintage flannels. No two are alike. They're quality flannels that have maybe either had a little button re-sewn back to it, maybe the hemline's been extended or shortened. They are fly off the shelf.
What is it about this place that you like?
Just the friendly atmosphere. I like the selection of clothing. I like just the different things you can find. It's not your typical tourist stuff, and I'm not a typical type tourist.
Or maybe you need a gift or souvenir from your adventure in Sulphur. Bromide has you covered there too.
We have really fun accessories. We have earrings and necklaces. Some are handmade, some that we find. A lot of it's Oklahoma inspired necklaces. We have coffee mugs that you can pick out that have a little something that say something about Sulphur.
Bromide's mission is to inspire folks to get out and explore the Sulphur area and all that Oklahoma has to offer.
Sulphur was always an exhale to the daily grind. It's a place you could come and escape and get out in the park, and the lakes and the streams and the springs and the trails are all things that just make you want to get outside and explore. We love having a place that people can come in and shop and pick out stuff that you can't find just anywhere.
Before your next adventure outdoors, head to Bromide Mountain Company in Sulphur to stock up for all of your explorations.
One of our slogans is Trailhead to Adventure. So we hope that maybe this is their trailhead to adventure. They could come in and pick out something and get out there and explore.
You'll find Bromide Mountain Company at 217 West Muskogee Avenue in Sulphur. They're open 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Can I have a strawberry smoothie, please?
We take a trip back in time to the downtown soda shop in one central Oklahoma town.
Oh yeah, that's the way you want them.
And dinner worth the drive.
Sports is obviously a huge part of Oklahoma, and so I wanted to make sure to incorporate the different sports that we really love to support here.
Plus, the shop owned by a Thunderstar's wife. It's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Agritourism salutes the Nut House in Claremore, the must-stop shop for nuts and fudge.
Create your ultimate Oklahoma bucket list with this year's free Oklahoma travel guide. Discover captivating culture, heart-pounding adventure, ultimate relaxation. This bucket list can't be missed. Order yours free today at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from 21C Museum and Hotel in Oklahoma City. A wonderful place to spend the night or just take in some of the amazing works of art. This hotel really has a modern feel to it.
It does, but if it's a trip back in time you're looking for, then you may want to head to Guthrie. Angela Buckle is going to take us to Mark's Drugstore for a historic treat.
There is such a calm, peaceful vibe in Guthrie. It's like a Norman Rockwell painting made real. You half expect to see the Happy Days gang hanging out at the local drugstore soda fountain, Mark's Drug, which was established in 1953.
There's a picture that shows opening day of Mark's, and people are lined down the street. You can't even, it's just a sea of people trying to get in to see the new drugstore. Everything's new and innovative now, and it's nice to have a little bit of live in an older, history-driven area that really appreciate what Mark's has to offer.
Can I have a strawberry smoothie, please?
Sure. Come join the local teenagers who make a beeline for Mark's Soda Fountain after school to enjoy more than 50 yummy flavors and combinations.
If you're a junior high kid, you like to mix and see how many you can get in there and see what it tastes like. So that's always fun.
I can imagine what they taste like.
One of the more popular, the Butterfinger Blend. The soda shop clerk leaves a hole in the middle for some added chocolate milk. It is crazy good. The building where Mark's Drug is was once a theater, so it's always been a gathering place, packed full of hungry customers nourishing their bodies, but also their souls, by slowing down and taking the time to catch up. That tradition's still going strong at Mark's. This group's been getting together for years and rarely misses a day.
We do have a group that comes in every morning to drink coffee, and if we could all listen to them, the world would be a perfect place.
Besides yummy drinks, Mark's Drug sells specialty made-in-Oklahoma items, soup mixes, dips, candles, postcards, and of course, if you need a prescription filled, you can do that too. You see, it's not just one thing. Mark's Drug offers so much. It's a place where the community family gathers, where kids make memories.
I think as they get older, they're going to realize, yeah, you know, I used to go downtown and we had a store like that. They just don't have those anymore. And I think it's important to our history and our future.
So stop by Mark's Drug in Guthrie.
I don't know if I want a milkshake or a smoothie.
For the yummiest decision you'll ever get to make. In Guthrie, I'm Angela Buckaloo for Discover Oklahoma.
Mark's Drug Store is located at 112 West Oklahoma Avenue in Guthrie. They're open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and until 2 on Saturdays. They are closed on Sunday.
Mark's looks like it has a fantastic soda fountain, but for a classic Oklahoma meal, you'll need to head to Tulsa.
That's true, and we are told at Albert G's Barbecue, the meat just falls right off the bone. Jason Grubbs has all the juicy details for us.
The motto here at Albert G's Barbecue is smokin' to please, and they certainly live up to that. In fact, I guarantee you're not going to leave here hungry.
Albert G's, smokin' to please.
This is Albert Chuck Gowie's place here in Midtown Tulsa. He opened his barbecue joint in the summer of '92 in this old gas station and recently gave the place an upgrade.
This used to be just an open air carport, and now we have enclosed heat and air garage doors that will open. The kitchen got a total makeover.
We like it. It's a lot nicer, a little more roomy. We got this big table here where we can get together.
And Steve Gillette needs a big table. He's got a group of guys he lunches with. Steve and most of his buddies have been coming in here since Albert G's opened.
We have a weekly meeting and we meet at various restaurants, and this is one of the top on our list. It's fantastic. Really enjoy it.
Well, they do have a good smoking flavor, and you can see all the wood out back where they're actually doing it right here and smoking it.
On the menu, you'll find all the staples of a barbecue place. There's brisket to bologna, turkey, pork, and ribs.
The ribs and brisket, those are the go-to meats.
The meats are cooked for hours and hours all night long. Chuck pulls them off about 8 the next morning, then reloads the smoker.
And then we just load the thing up with ribs and turkey and wings and everything else during the daytime.
We enjoy the freshness, the smokiness of the food, as Steve mentioned, and you know, the value is there as well.
So when you're a regular, do you change up the order or stick with the same thing?
I do. I get the pulled pork sandwich and I okra or potato salad. Sometimes both, but not anymore. I'm not allowed to have two.
Sometimes you find something good and you stick with it, but no, like this week I did a sandwich of turkey and brisket. Last month when we were here, I did the big stuffed baked potato, which is outstanding.
It's really good, and I tend to like the ribs better. I think I went light today and had just a pulled pork sandwich, but the ribs are really, that's the thing.
And the meat on those ribs literally falls off the bone.
Oh yeah, that's the way you want them.
For your sides, choose from baked beans and broccoli to fried okra and french fries. There's coleslaw, potato salad, and tabbouleh too.
It's all scratch. It's all done right back here every single day.
Whatever you order, the longtime fans say you can't go wrong.
There's a lot of great barbecue in Oklahoma. This is one of those originals that it never does wrong by you.
That certainly is a lot of food, and it is good. You can eat at Albert G's Barbecue 7 days a week or until they run out. In Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
Albert G's has 2 locations in Tulsa, one on Harvard and the other on 1st Street, both open at 11 a.m. 7 days a week. Check their website for closing times and, of course, a full menu.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
So you definitely want to make the trip here because it is a great place to pick up a little bit of everything.
We check out the shop set up by Russell Westbrook's wife.
I love their breakfast. Of course, they have breakfast all day long, so that's what's great.
And breakfast lovers rejoice, where you can get your favorites all day long when Discover Oklahoma continues. This portion of Discover Oklahoma is brought to you by the Fort Gibson Barbecue and Bluegrass Festival. Visit them October 21st and 22nd.
Whether you love the day or enjoy the night, this is the land of color and light. Cities stretch out and buildings stand tall. Music and games entertain one and all. TravelOK.com has all this. Come see for yourself or you'll miss what you miss.
This is a popular spot for sure.
It is, and speaking of popular, you would be hard-pressed to find anyone who fits that category better than Thunder star Russell Westbrook.
And now Russell's wife, Nina, has entered the retail business. Shelley Mills takes us to her new shop, the Little Ark.
Here at the Little Ark in Nichols Hills Plaza, there is a wide assortment of gift ideas. Things for your home, items for newlyweds, to gifts for moms and their new babies.
A lot of the stuff that we have is like lots of basics and different things you can kind of mix and match.
Welcome to the Little Ark, a lifestyle boutique with unique, comfortable, and adorable gifts for most people on your list.
I like to shop often, so I feel like a lot of the items in the store kind of speak to me.
Nina Westbrook, the wife of Oklahoma's favorite NBA MVP Thunder star Russell Westbrook, is the owner of this shop. The name is a tribute to the couple's son, Noah. The store just opened in July. It's a place where Westbrook hopes moms and dads will want to hang out. A room at the back is host to many Mommy and Me classes, as well as CPR training and soon to come cookie workshops.
We have a story time, music and me, and jam time. Her vision was to have a place for children to come to classes, moms to get to know each other, you know, to have a place to go.
But it's a fun place for other moms to meet moms.
And do a little shopping. One of their biggest sellers is, of course, the Thunder shirts for the little ones.
These shirts I get custom. They're only going to be here in the Little Ark. Sports is obviously a huge part of Oklahoma, and so I wanted to make sure to incorporate the different sports that we really love to support here.
There's a reading corner for kids to play while their moms shop. It's a compilation of Westbrook's favorite things.
I wanted to bring a little bit more edge into the store because that's how I like to dress my son, is a little more edgy. And so I have this brand Duke and Alexander.
There are great gifts for the engaged or newlywed couple, home decor items, journals, and so much more.
There's clothes, there's books. It's very clean, it's very crisp, and it's very well organized.
Hidden in the corner of Nichols Hills Plaza just to the west of Trader Joe's, this shop is quickly becoming a customer favorite.
You definitely want to make the trip here because it is a great place to pick up a little bit of everything.
Shelley Mills, Discover Oklahoma.
The Little Ark is at 6425 Avondale Drive in Nichols Hills Plaza. They're open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
Sunday is turkey and cornbread dressing, always homemade, super wonderful, with cranberry sauce on the side.
Home cooking at the Little Diner in South Oklahoma City. We're getting a bite when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Want to discover even more about the show? Go online and watch Discover Oklahoma anywhere, anytime. Catch up on missed episodes, track down interesting locations, and submit your own story ideas. Start exploring today at discoveroklahomatv.com.
We've really enjoyed looking around here at the 21C Museum Hotel today.
We have, and while the food here is very, very good, you may be wanting some classic diner food. So we've got a great idea for you. The name of this next location is Cheri's Diner, and Quin Tran has all the details.
Step back in time. Cheri's Diner looks a lot like the 1950s. The decor reflects that decade with original signs and an old jukebox. People are drawn in, though, to the cooking, food made from scratch.
I got the hash browns, and you can add peppers and onions, so I did that. And then I got the 2 biscuits and gravy and bacon. And it's, I mean, better than I can make, that's for sure.
I love their breakfast. Of course, they have breakfast all day long, so that's what's great.
What's great is Cheri's Diner has been around for more than 30 years. The eatery in South Oklahoma City is the go-to place for comfort food, voted best onion rings, pancakes, and even liver and onions.
We're not just known for one thing, we're known for just about everything.
Annie Cox helps run her family's restaurant named after her mother. Cheri's Diner features favorite recipes passed down 5 generations. There's a special on the menu every day of the week.
Sunday is turkey and cornbread dressing, always homemade, super wonderful, with cranberry sauce on the side. And then there's always a different special that goes with it. Sometimes it's stuffed bell pepper, cabbage rolls, goulash, a mango habanero chicken that's really yummy.
We happened to visit on a Wednesday, the featured entree, meatloaf.
My meatloaf has ketchup as a topping with brown sugar. This doesn't look like ketchup.
No, there's no ketchup in it. No ketchup, no tomato paste. It's just the tomatoes itself stewed.
The meatloaf is always a favorite, and so are the fresh cinnamon rolls and Annie's strawberry cake. There's something here for every appetite.
Our food is just really good. It's real food for real people because we're able to make it just about how you would like it. We like for you to feel like you're at home. We treat you like you're at home, except for better. We clean up after you.
She says customers who come in hungry always leave happy. This is truly comfort food. In South Oklahoma City, Quin Tran, Discover Oklahoma.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the new Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the folks here at the 21C Museum Hotel for hosting us this week. Of course, they'd love for you to come spend a night here, but you're welcome to visit the Art Museum at any time, no charge. While you're here, grab a bite to eat or drink at Mary Eddie's Kitchen and Lounge. 21C is located at 900 West Main Street in Oklahoma City.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're taking a trip underwater to Oklahoma's only Polynesian reef.
And food so good, the restaurant's called Lip Smackers. Find out what they're serving next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.